Tim Ursiny, The Coward's Guide to Conflict, Empowering Solutions for Those Who Would Rather Run Than Fight. Embark on a journey to conquer your fear of conflict with The Coward's Guide to Conflict by Tim Ursiny. This book's summary provides insight into overcoming fear, addressing conflicts, calming upset people, and developing diplomatic skills to manage conflict in various aspects of life. Ursiny explores the 7 ways people respond to conflict, ranging from avoidance to honoring others, and identifies 10 fears that lead to conflict avoidance. Discover how different personality types according to the DISC system contribute to conflicts while also learning the value and significance of listening and talking in resolving conflicts effectively.
Embracing conflict. Conflict is inevitable in life, affecting relationships, jobs, and everyday interactions. Even places of worship are not exempt from it. Hating conflict will not make it disappear, but fear of it can be conquered. By acknowledging the nature of conflict and positioning oneself to learn from it, conflict can serve as a growth opportunity. The fear of it is often imagined, and changing this mindset can lead to a more fulfilling life. Overcoming fear of conflict. Conflict is inevitable, but fear of conflict can be paralyzing. True conflict cowards know that simply deciding not to be afraid is not effective. This book delves into understanding how to handle conflict, calming upset people, confronting without hurting, and managing conflict with coworkers and bosses. The author presents 7 ways people respond to conflict, including avoidance, surrender, passive aggressiveness, bullying, compromising, cooperation, and giving honor. The book emphasizes the importance of facing conflicts instead of running away or giving in and offers strategies to manage conflict diplomatically. Overcoming the fears of conflict. Some people avoid conflict because of their fear of getting hurt, rejected, losing relationships, witnessing anger, being labeled as selfish, failing, causing pain, succeeding, or getting close. However, these fears can be overcome. Avoiding conflict is a common tendency among many people. However, this may be due to several fears that individuals have, which hinder them from confronting situations that require conflict resolution. According to the book, people typically avoid conflict because of their fear of getting hurt, rejected, or losing relationships. Such fears stem from the exaggerated risk of addressing conflicts, although avoiding them may cause more harm in the long run. Additionally, individuals may fear provoking or witnessing anger, being labeled as selfish, putting their foot in their mouth, failing, causing pain, succeeding, or getting close. These fears can prevent people from forming intimate and fulfilling relationships or achieving their goals. For instance, some individuals may be afraid of conflict because of their fear of causing pain to others, which can prevent them from standing up for themselves or addressing conflicts. Although these fears can be paralyzing, they can also be overcome with a change in mindset. For example, people can learn to reframe their fear of causing pain to others as a form of disrespect towards others. Additionally, embracing the possibility of failure can be seen as a way to learn from mistakes and grow. Ultimately, understanding and acknowledging these fears is the first step towards tackling them and cultivating better relationships and life experiences. In conclusion, while avoiding conflict may seem like a safer option, it is often not the best long-term strategy. Therefore, it is essential to identify and overcome the fears that prevent individuals from addressing conflicts effectively. The benefits of conflict. Conflict can improve relationships, build trust, and lead to career progress. Understanding personality differences can help resolve conflicts productively. Conflicts are often seen as destructive and negative, but they can actually be beneficial for relationships and personal growth. Honest and fulfilling relationships, improved inner tranquility, and enhanced self-respect are just some of the advantages of a good, healthy conflict. It can also lead to a deeper level of intimacy and career progress. One cause of conflict is personality differences. The DISC system ranks people according to their personality styles, which include dominance, influence, conscientiousness, and steadiness. Depending on where people rank on the DISC continuum, they react to possible conflicts in different ways and need different skills and techniques. For example, dominant people may be perceived as impatient or dictatorial, while influence types may make too many promises and deliver too little. Being aware of these characteristic flaws can help people understand and communicate more effectively with each other. It's important to fully consider the reasons for wanting to change one's conflict style. Often conflicts arise from misunderstandings among people with different DISC quotients. Those who learn to understand these differences can resolve conflicts productively. However, anger usually just provokes defensiveness and can lead to reciprocation, which is counterproductive. In conclusion, conflict should not always be feared. By understanding personality differences and developing the right skills and techniques, conflicts can be resolved productively. The benefits include better relationships, increased trust and confidence, and career progress. Effective communication for conflict resolution. Effective communication is essential for resolving conflicts. Understanding the different ways of listening and talking can be a game changer in conflict resolution. There are 5 ways of listening, including listening with empathy and comprehension, while 4 ways of talking can worsen conflicts. These include criticizing and rationalizing. To resolve conflicts, one must talk honestly, be patient, respectful, and open, and engage in active listening as much as talking. Conflict is an unavoidable aspect of human interaction. However, how we deal with conflict is what really matters. Effective communication is no doubt one of the most important tools for resolving conflicts. This means that understanding the different ways of listening and talking is essential. Listening is a crucial part of effective communication. Different situations require different approaches. The 5 ways of listening include listening with appreciation, empathy, comprehension, discernment, and evaluation. Listening with appreciation is all about enjoying what you are hearing. Empathetic listening involves nodding and showing concern to provide encouragement and moral support. Comprehensive listening is used to assimilate knowledge, while discernment involves putting information in context. Lastly, evaluation listening allows you to determine whether to take action to solve a problem. On the other hand, poorly communicating when in conflict can exacerbate a situation. The 4 ways of talking that worsen conflict include criticizing, appeasing, rationalizing, and withdrawing. Critics who tend to be frank and judgmental can demean other individuals and worsen the situation. Appeasers sacrifice their integrity and honesty to shut down the conflict. Rationalization, which involves hiding behind a facade of logic and disregarding emotions, serves to increase tension. Lastly, withdrawal only worsens the situation, as it communicates the unwillingness to engage in the conversation. Understanding the best ways of talking and listening is not enough. One must also prepare themselves for future conflicts by treating themselves with the same respect and compassion that they would show to others. This can be achieved by understanding yourself and determining a course of action. To resolve conflicts, one must talk honestly, look others in the eye, be patient, respectful, and open, and engage in active listening as much as talking. In conclusion, effective communication is essential in conflict resolution. Listening with empathy, comprehension, discernment, appreciation, and evaluation is vital for successful conflict resolution. It is also essential to avoid talking that worsens a situation. Therefore, practicing techniques such as talking honestly, being patient and respectful, and engaging in active listening, can lead to a positive conflict resolution outcome. Conflict resolution can be challenging, but employing effective communication techniques can lead to a successful outcome.
Tim Ursiny's The Coward's Guide to Conflict teaches you how to face conflict head-on and transform it into a positive experience. By understanding your fears and learning the different ways people respond to conflict, you can develop the skills necessary to handle challenging situations. Ursiny emphasizes the importance of adapting your listening and talking styles according to each situation, as well as respecting others and being open to various perspectives. In adopting these approaches, you'll build more honest and fulfilling relationships, gain respect, and grow in both your personal and professional life.